One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Houston, Texas, and Rice Stadium, home to the Owls. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Texas State Bobcats, squaring off with another team from the Pac-12, the Rice Owls. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Bobcats will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Shoot, quick toss to the right. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. The Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires complete on the crosser. And he's brought down after a nice gain. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
I'll tell you, you do not see a lot of big men with the ability to run like that defensive end did right there. The offense trying to trick him, trying to get the quarterback to the perimeter of the field, but just big man chasing down little man and getting to him quickly. That was impressive.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. I think that receiver really had two choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he was going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these curl routes. He catches them in the body like that. This quarterback has a cannon arm. The receiver found the soft spot in the zone, and, man, the quarterback gave him no choice.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Now the play fake. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. And likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
He's got the tight end. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Rice!
And this offense just made their first statement, the first drive. Fourth down. What are we going to do? We're going to be aggressive. Not only that, they get the touchdown. They're rewarded. What a hot start for this offense.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Key. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
They're working that left side. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Big pickup on the ground into plus territory, and they get him out of bounds at the 41. And the Bobcats have their offense in high gear. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field, and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
Looking down the left side. And he'll make the catch at the 15.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
The Bobcats getting set on 1st and 10. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. Got enough space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bobcats. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, you spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Quarterback on the keeper. Turning it on. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
And that is picture perfect by this quarterback. Nice job running the option, seeing he's not covered. Nobody's taking him. They didn't play that responsibility, and he chews up yards and makes the huge play.
And the Owls come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. The Owls have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Got his man downfield. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he takes it in for a score. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun to give, looking for room. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
That's the end of the period, and Rice is on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. Motion from the wide receiver. The give from the gun. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. And the Bobcats racing to the line in a hurry up. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It's complete to the right. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy. I'm just going to take it.
To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's key. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. Quickly out to the tight end. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Bobcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Oh, they're after him. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. They're dealing with a second and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass on second down. Finds his tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Hauls it in. Speeding down the left side. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The play action fake. A little release to the back. And the defense knocks him down immediately behind the line.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Owls.
And that's the hardest part about playing a mobile quarterback. It's not the first play. The first play was a pass. It's the second play where he decides to pull it down, Jesse, becomes a running back, and makes something happen.
You're right, David. That's why so many coaching staffs now are trying to recruit dual-threat athletes at quarterback because of situations just like that. Down in the red zone, nobody open. You're not just going to throw it away and be okay kicking a field goal. You're taking off, and you're going to capitalize with a touchdown.
Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And the Bobcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Looking for a huge play. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. They'd hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set them up inside the 30, 1st and 10. Red pass, it's complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Bringing it back. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Rice. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it out. It's Orlando. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down in a strong throw. Put it right on the money.
What a throw on first down on the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
And this just hasn't been his day, man. He's already thrown some interceptions and leaving the ball short, like just not getting to his receiver. He's got to do something to change the mojo up, because right now he's not playing well, and at this rate, he might be going to the pine.
Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find a way on third down. Just keep slinging it. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Nice execution by this defense. One of the strengths of this offense is third down. They're really good at it. They were ready. Nice job getting the guy on the ground, forcing the fourth down.
Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Trying to get it to the marker. Oh, he's got a chance. There he goes. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas State.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
28, Texas State, 14.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. He'll pull it on the read. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
How about the speed on defense? Offense trying to get tricky, trying to run the quarterback outside, but the pursuit and the speed by this defense, they got to him quick.
A strike downfield. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He's going to run it. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Rice ready to kick off and get things started here in the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Like the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple score. Breaks into the open. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He'll take a deep shot here. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
The Bobcats are marching down the field. They just keep firing. Flips it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
And the Bobcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Bobcats. A great catch and run for 6.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. That lead has been sliced to 7, and now they'll try to put something together here. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the back. This time it's complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. Power football with the run. Oh, man, look out! Out of bounds at the 33, but not before the big pickup for the ground game.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got it burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
To the air on first down. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in. Turning it on! And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
We always talk about Yak, and that was 3rd and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
Grab behind the line. It's key.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
The Bobcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. back to pass. Forced out of the pocket. Hit as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then getting a good clean stick on him. That's two things he has to think about on one play.
Looking to throw on third. Takes a hit as he fires. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught close to the marker. It's Orlando. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bobcats are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first?
Brings up second down.
The Bobcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Try to get it to the edge. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
He's marked down at the 16-yard line.
We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Rice has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down.
Here we go, set.
Wants to go up top on first down. Buys a little time. Gets rid of it. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Tight ends are supposed to be the quarterback's security blanket, especially down here in the red zone. And that time, he just dropped it.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Using the quick game. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
At the 6-yard line. First and goal, Texas State.
First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead.
22 water. 22 water.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. And the Bobcats in the hurry-up. Tries again to get it in. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Going for 6. To the end zone, and is picked off. He's marked down at the 21-yard line as the defense comes up with a turnover.
It doesn't get any better from your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Fires to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
The Bobcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Under fire. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
I love defenses that can mix it up between man and zone, and I love the vision right here by the quarterback, seeing the quarterback the whole way, breaking on the football when that hand separates from the other hand. Nice job getting the deflection. Nice vision by that cornerback.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. They'll move the wide receiver. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He's going for the big play. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we could put a few first downs together.
Oh, he's got some space. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Nice job there by the QB on the zone read, because he's watching the D lineman, and he knows he has to keep the football, and then he right away takes it upfield to get some positive yards.
It'll be a run on third and short. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Great job by the offense there, getting the first down on the ground, staying in bounds too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using them.
Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
They go to the ground. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
They beat him again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
But how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Let's see if Rice can get it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After getting nothing done on first down, second and goal from the 6.
It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.